Okay guys, and we're back. We're talking about signatures. Why are we looking at this Pirates of the Caribbean thing with Johnny Depp? Well, because we're talking about signatures, and we're talking about the difference between what an auto pen signature looks like, what a handwritten authentic signature looks like, and what a complete forgery would look like. We're kind of taking our time with it because if indeed the Harry Truman document that he signed regarding Majestic 12 is authentic, that is a complete, I mean, that's a lot of things. It would be extremely important, extremely important. That's why we're kind of taking a look at this, and I'm hoping that you understand where I'm coming from here. In the last couple signatures that we looked at, I told you that I didn't believe them. I think that they were faked. This particular signature looks very good, and I don't want to zoom in too much with, because it'll begin to distort. There's a little hook here, but it's okay. We look for inconsistencies. Now, I'm not an expert with Johnny Depp's signature, and it's not uncommon for someone to sign their name a couple different ways. So if you're seeing this and you have a Johnny Depp signature and it's completely different, don't worry about it. Sometimes these guys will use certain signatures for certain things, and it's common, so don't worry about it. Is this handwritten? I believe it is. Is it auto pen? I don't believe so. I think this is the real deal. There's no wavy patterns in the lines themselves. There's no big smudge marks at the top of the lines, at the bottom of the lines. You've got this little hook here, and then you've got kind of this thickening part here, but the two lines are coming together. This looks like all one stroke. It doesn't look like he lifted his pen maybe, I would say he lifted his pen maybe 3 times doing this. So anyhow, that's just an example of my take on it. So whoever owns this picture, maybe it's worth more money now because it's real. But we can never be 100% sure. And anyhow, we'll go back to this Truman signature and get rid of this stuff. So we've kind of compared this a little bit. Does this look authentic? The one on the Eisenhower briefing document, does it look authentic? Hard for me to say, and I could be wrong. I would say that this is probably more authentic than it would be fraudulent. I can put it that way. I mean, is there a chance that it could always be fake? Of course. Is this auto pen? It's tough for you guys to see this because we're zoomed out. Is this auto pen? Well, it kind of looks like it. In these lines here, you've got a little bit of swivel to it, a little bit of a swivel to it. When this line comes back here, it's when we unzoom it even from here, it doesn't look straight. It looks like it's kind of squeaky, which is something that auto pen can do. The same thing with this top one. Look. This is very straight. There's a slight bend to it, but it's very straight. This one, again, very sharp, very straight. Very sharp. And we can kind of take a closer look at them there. So either this is a poor quality, poor resolution signature, and I would need to see a better copy, or it's very well auto pen, and you can just see the blotchiness to it. You can see the swivels. when you compare it to any of these signatures, I don't care which one you want to compare it to, these are very straight lines. It actually looks like he almost started at the bottom and then went up. Often when you write something, there's a flare effect, and you can start. You can put your pen down on a piece of paper, and you can strike it up and lift the pen off, and the ink will start thick, and then it will thin out. It will thin out as you lift up. I mean, there's a couple of cases where it is thick on the top, and the another question of what about this smudge here? Like he kind of, it could have been an issue with the pen. It just kind of looks thick. I think it's. Look, guys. Here's the thing, and it's hard for me to tell you. I'm not telling you what to believe. It looks real. I would doubt if he actually signed this himself. And if he's going to deal with these top secret documents, I think he would want to sign it in on his own hand, and he wouldn't use a machine to do this. I'm not going to go into security clearances at this point. We'll touch on it just a little bit. And there's people that will sign other things for people, and there's the machines that will do it. But if you're dealing with something that is so top secret and could affect the entire world if they just knew about this, I don't think you're going to risk telling people who don't need to know about it. I was talking about William Cooper on the last episode, and he was saying that he's a naval intelligence officer and captain and all that. And I mean, I like some of the stuff that the guy says, so I do have respect for him, even though that he had his little standoff with the police and everything, whatever happened with that. But there's stuff that I don't agree with, and because he was a captain in the intelligence field does not mean that he has access to look at whatever he wants. He says he has a top secret Q clearance. Okay, that's cool. There's a reason that he had that clearance, and it doesn't mean that just because he has that clearance he can go dig up whatever he wants. And he talked about the JFK assassination, and he said that the driver of the car was the one who shot John F. Kennedy. If you look in my last video, you'll see that that's not the case. So either he's flat out lying to us, or I don't know what else to tell him. I don't want to call the guy a liar, but he said something that is huge. Why he wouldn't know about some secret document that said how JFK was killed doesn't make any sense to me. I don't care who you are, what you say. He was in no way, shape, or form related to that event. There was no reason for him to know that, even though that he says he had the need to know. He had nothing to do with it. Therefore, he would never know anything like that. So that's the only problem I have. Like I said, I got respect for the guy, but I just hope he believed what he was saying. Otherwise, it's a flat-out lie. So the Truman signature isn't real. I think that it is possible that it could be a legitimate signature, however, not from Harry Truman's hand. This could be a photocopy. Most likely, that's probably what it is. So we're going to break, and I will be right back. I got a few more things I want to share with you guys, and just give me another second and I'll be right back.